Hello and welcome to Box to Board. Today we are going to be playing the rather excellent Bushido Risen Sun Edition, which is the third, I think. And Neil's here, and we're going to have a game of the stoic Minimoto versus the righteous monks, which are actually the righteous warriors, is my guys, as you can see. So I'm going to be playing the righteous monks, and Neil's going to be playing the dastardly Minimoto, I shall call them. The scenario we're playing is zone control. So so basically you have to get your minis into the rings, and they have to be completely within the ring, and basically that's scored for 2 victory points at the end of the second, the 4th and 6th round. As soon as everybody's dead, we stop the game, and this is quite important. So sometimes in this game it's a bit odd. You don't want to actually kill your opponent.
I do.
So you do, yeah, because you've got the guys that just beat everybody to death with big clubby things. So basically we'll be trying to get into those positions at the right time and get the heck out of there if you're me, because that's going to hurt. Whoever's got the most points is inside that area, or most rice, is the person who actually wins those victory points. Played in a 2x2, rough terrain is going to be the water, but basically if you're on the bridge, you're in one of the zones, and if you're on this bit, we're going to count this as a ford, so it won't be a rough terrain as such, but this bit is rough terrain, which could be significant. So I'm going to pass you over to Neil, and he's going to go through his guys and what they do, basically.
Okay, yeah, I've chosen the Minimoto faction because who doesn't want to be heavily armoured people wielding clubs?
Yeah.
And I've taken Yuji.
Yep.
As a fairly strong, hold ground character.
All your faction are very
Yeah. I've taken Aya.
Yeah.
And also Yoshinobu as 2 Ashigaru to help support that whole ground.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't quite find a theme that fit, but I just wanted to bring a bear.
Yeah, why not?
So this will be the first time Tetsu has managed to make it to the tabletop.
Yeah.
So I'll see exactly how useful he is. That brought me to 68 rice, so I took 2 additional things. I took the Hasty Bear event, which should hopefully allow me to get either Yuji or Tetsu to really beat face, and then the Mind Over Matter enhancement, so that I can make sure that one of my Ashigaru, which is going to be Yoshinobu, can just hold ground a little bit better if he takes the weight action.
It's interesting because those cards make a difference, because you can beef up characters quite well with it, and a lot of games you're left in this position where you're trying to get a couple of points here and a couple of points there, and actually this is I think it's a really good way of doing it. Yeah, they're gonna be really hard to budge. I don't know how I'm gonna go with these. So I've got some part painted models, to be honest. Well, one part painted model, because I've only really got round to painting him, which is the one I'm trying out, which is a guy called Akari, who is a raccoon, I think. But he's a Sohai monk master, which is kind of cool. And the big thing for him is he should be quite hard to hurt. He's quite strong defense. I'm not betting on it with these guys. He's quick, is the other thing. He's relatively quick. And that's kind of, the monks are all about handling key, and I find them quite, you have to get the right guys in the right bits, doing the right job. Problem with Akari is if he gets hit, he's going to hurt. Then I've got Kira, who is very fast. She's got dash in there, and that's quite a useful thing. She's also got kata. In this game, if you roll a 1, it doesn't count as anything unless you've got kata. So she can actually count it as something, which is quite nice. Master Enos, who actually originally bought and was one of the cards that got me into the game, because he's I bought him for Legend of the Five Rings, and if you watch this channel you'll know I'm quite into that. I thought he looked quite cool as a Shugenja mini, but actually he's quite cool as a character in this. His big thing is he again is coming in with this ability to he can shuffle key around a lot. No, he can actually definitely cause damage. Wrong one. He can definitely cause damage because of divert energy and heal a little bit as well, which is quite nice. But the other thing with him is we rolled randomly for what the scenario was. If there was something like a very important model scenario, which is one of the ones from the old tournament pack that we might have played, he's got Kukatsu, or I can't say it, that one, which is basically he becomes a suicide bomb. He just goes in and takes out one mini, but he pays for himself, which in that scenario would be quite useful. And I just thought, actually, I've played him a couple of times, he's quite cool, and he's got combo attack, which I like as well, and he can stop you getting key, which is very, very, very nice. And then I've got Yuki. Now, Yuki has been pretty formidable in games for me so far, but she'll get pummeled today. And she basically is what I'll call her kicky girl probably at some point in this, because basically what she does is she just goes in and kicks people to death. She's got a thing called Rain of Blows, which means that she gets combo attack and lightning reflexes. So she hits first and then she hits several times, so it's like just bashing the living daylights out of people. But also she gets Vitality, which means she gets effectively an extra activation, which is quite nice. And because of the blend, I get a theme. So these guys, whenever they're within 3 inches of a friendly monk, gain resistance 1, makes them a little bit harder to hit, and also they can, one friendly model gains channel 3 for 3 inches and leech 3, so basically you can shuffle, you can give key over and take key from somebody else, so you can move it around, which is quite nice. And then they've got a bit of a kami, but I don't have any kami, so it's not an issue, but it's just nice. So that's my guys. So they're quick, is the theory. In this scenario that probably isn't going to be that helpful, but it can be nice. I've got a couple of guys with throw, which could be useful, and I'm kind of hoping that'll make a difference, but you never know with this, you never know. Yeah, so we're going to roll off for the turns, and we'll do deployment, and then we'll pause and get ready, do the first turn, and then we'll split the video up that way. So it should be good. Now dice wise, I'm using yellow are going to be my attack, and black and purple are going to be my defense, just so everybody knows. And well, we might roll here, we might not, we'll just see, but we'll see how we go. Right, so rolling off.
Yep.
6.
4. Dang.
I am actually going to let you go first.
Right, so I deploy first.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So our deployments are along these 2 edges of the board.
So those edges or these edges?
These edges, because you're working towards the 3 points.
Yep, that makes sense.
So I will be deploying the biggest, scariest dude I can to be right on that bridge. Yep. Although the bear does have fear, and I don't know how good your guys are against fear.
I've got a few of them have got bravery. Actually, all of them got bravery except the chipmunk. Sorry, the raccoony panda thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got a fear 6. So that might actually be quite good to get the bear to just hold ground there. Let's stick the bear over here, and I'll have him as backup for the bear.
Yeah.
And then these 2 are probably just going to set up over here to work their way towards another zone of control.
That's quite intimidating. I'm suddenly going, yeah, this may be problematic. Okay, so I'm going to try. I've actually now got a few issues, but we shall see. So I'm going to put, who's got Cloud Walk? I think it's her. So she is going to sit in the middle, and she's going to go there. And yeah, so she can ignore terrain, so the rough ground won't affect her, basically.
Okay.
Which is quite nice, so you can just sort of skip along it. I think she actually starts on a centimetre in, or not an inch in as well, I think. Is it her? Evasive? No. Okay, so then I'm going to do Kira over here. And, oh, Yuki, sorry, over there. And she starts 1 inch from her current, so she starts an inch in basically. So we'll put her a little bit further in, which is useful. Then I'm going to go. Yeah. I'm going to do this. I think this is the way to go with these guys. Is I'm going to go like that. So that's me.
How do I cause fear?
I put all my guys over at the far side purely because they need to stay together. They're stronger whenever they stay together. So fear is not a magic thing. It's basically if I want to come and hit you, I have problems.
Okay.
So that's so whenever.
Yeah, I was looking at it because the fear trait on there says they automatically pass fear tests that have a challenge number lower than the characteristic on it, but it didn't say anything about causing it, so it might just be.
Yeah, when a model makes a fear test against this model, X is the challenge number, models automatically with a challenge number equal or lower than their fear trait. So 6 or under.
Yeah. So he's got a 6
So
for his fear.
So I've got to get a 6. If I don't get a 6, I'm alright.
I don't know how it works. This is one of the guys I've not tested at all yet. So I want to find out how I use him.
That'll be interesting. So.
There we go. No, fear challenge. Fear tests are challenge tests using the model's key statistic. Models with a fear X trait. Okay. Resolve a fear test when an activating model declares an action or effect. That would. Okay, so anything that would bring it into base-to-base with my bear, you'd have to take a fear trait.
Yep.
And I believe your target number is 6.
So I have to roll 6 or above.
Yeah, I think so. Yes. And it's modified by your. So you use your key statistic.
It's the number of dice I get. Or is that?
I think so.
So I get to for most of my guys I get to re-roll them anyway because I get bravery, so that's quite good.
Yeah. But if it fails it, then it enters a frightened state.
So what page is that?
33.
33. Okay, so that's going to become an issue.
Yep.
So we're going to have to keep an
big scary bear.
So
in armour.
Yeah. Fails its fear test, then it becomes frightened.
Yeah. So calculate the model's dice pool. So that's using
the key.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay because my guys are pretty good in keys, so they're basically they've got 3s or 2s. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so that's our setup. And what we'll do is we will take a pause, and then the second video is going to come in with turn 1, and we'll see if we get turn 2 as well. But that's us. Cool. Okay, so we've just rolled off, and Neil is basically going to go first.
Dang it. Right, let's see. Start a turn.
You have to do the key.
Yep.
Don't forget the key.
So, he generates 1, she generates 1, he generates 2. And this is interesting, the bear says 2 and 0 for his stat. So,
that's unusual.
Yeah. I'm unsure as to how that will affect. I'm assuming it brings 2 key, but I can't put them on him. Because the first number is the number they generate.
Yeah.
The second number is how much they hold, isn't it?
Yeah, same.
So 2, 0
is only useful if you get somebody you can leech, basically, I would imagine.
Yeah. Let's see, 5D. Yeah, so it basically has no key. It generates key, but can't hold any key because it's a bear.
Right.
So I'm assuming at some point that it's useful for another mini.
Key stat against fear.
Yeah. So you've got a dice
Yeah.
pool.
You get a dice pool.
He
Yep.
doesn't need it. He has fear 6. He's fine. So let's go with. I'm going to use activate Aya first of all.
Yep.
My Ashigaru Gunso, and she's going to use military training. So
Pass.
spending a key on military training to gain a pass token, I believe.
Oh, I forgot about this for your guys.
Yep. So I will gain a pass token.
Yep.
So a first action.
Yeah.
And then she will walk 4 inches forward. She's going to head towards this thing there, and she is now exhausted, having used 2 actions.
I'm trying to remember the run action 1.5 times as well.
Yep.
So, do I or don't I is the question. That's what I'm thinking. Right, so I'm going to do Master Akari, and he is going to run 6 inches because he can, and he's a happy little raccoony guy whenever he runs, and running. So that's him, and he's got one of his activations done. So he is now tired. He's a tired little bunny.
Right, I think I will now use that pass token and pass back to you.
Yeah, I kind of hope you wouldn't do that. Okay, let's get him a bit of backup. So Yuki is going to go, and she is going to run. And she's going to walk actually up 4 inches because there's no point in running at this stage for her to there. So it's run that bit to that bit. Yeah, because she was an inch up from the beginning. That's kind of cool, and that's her done. She's a bit worn out now, a little bit tired. That's really
Okay. I will get the bear. The bear is going to run.
Oh,
that's going
running bear.
Yep. Running bear is going to move, and it's going to run 6 inches forwards because it's a bear. He's just seen a bunch of people that he would really like to hug. So he's going up to there, and that makes him
A little bit
tired.
weary. Okay. Gonna move Master Enos. And he's gonna move 4 inches forward to there. He's kind of tired. This round's always going to be just moving and moving.
Yeah.
But it's nice playing on a 2x2 because you kind of feel as if you're getting into the thick of it fairly quickly.
Yeah. Who do I want to go next? Right. Okay, so I will get my Yoshinobu to run 6 inches. This is surprisingly tiring for all of them because they're all wearing fairly heavy armour.
Yeah.
So he is now quite tired.
Well, your guys are just hard to hurt, is the recurrent thing. I'm gonna then do. I'm going to do Kieran now. She's going to run 6 inches to there, and that's her tired.
Okay.
So we're staying together because that's the only chance we got of surviving, to be honest, against your guys.
Do I better get Yuji up the board. So I think his first action is definitely going to have to be a run, because otherwise my Minimoto could take several turns to get anywhere close to these. Going to run to there for that action. He's just going to be tired at this point, because I want to see what you guys are going to do next.
I don't know what we're going to do next. I know what I'd like to do. That'd be bad. That'd be stupid. Be really, really stupid.
Haven't considered that you just all run to one side of the board.
I can't remember there's a possible name for it. It's something like a forced flank, something like that. And it's just basically, if you're up against a weak opponent, a strong opponent, you just get to one side and run away.
Oh, so the safety in numbers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only chance I've got with your guys. Because I've given up on this.
Well, because the bear's
Yeah,
coming
the bear's over there and it's just too much hassle.
I might bring the bear across into that centre one.
And I might move round him and take
You're
this
faster.
one. Which actually is a possibility. So I'm going to move. I'm going to do Enos, and Enos is going to go to. Actually, he's going to go to there.
Oh, I wish I had ranged.
Yep, I'm glad.
One downside of this is my guys have got literally no ranged unless they take a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm using beads because that makes
Yeah.
I find it easier than the tokens. I know it's a bit counterintuitive.
So that river is going to cause a problem, isn't it? Because that is.
That is to you.
It is going to cause me a problem because that is what type of terrain?
Rough.
Rough.
So it's
So
gonna-
difficult.
Difficult, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, difficult. Can be moved through, but each inch counts as 2 inches.
So for your guys,
Oh, it's going to slow them down so much. Well,
you haven't even factored in a couple of. My guys, I've got a couple of people that can just run through it. They just dart through it, no problem.
right, let's see. He's got taking 3 inches to there, so he'll only be able to get an inch in towards the centre.
So if we take it as that bit, the
Yeah.
sand, you can. That's not rough terrain. So it's a bit like a bridge, basically, it's a ford.
Okay.
Don't forget, it's not this round that we score.
Yeah. Yuji is just going to walk 4 inches forwards so that he's on the edge of this zone.
Yeah. Got it right. How many points is he?
He is 20. Yeah. We are not numerous. We are bloody expensive though.
Yeah.
The bear is nearly as expensive as Yuji is.
Yeah. I am going to do. Does he get? I think he does. No. No, he doesn't. There's one of them does. I'm trying to see who it is that can do the cloud walk. Different energy, cobra strike, volt. That's interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, they're not the one I was hoping for. Yeah, I'm gonna do Yuki, and Yuki is going to go. Basically 4 inches. And do it and walk up to there. I've moved my guys too far because I made a mistake whenever I was doing it. Sorry, I think. So I think they're all back an inch further. So I'll take it as
That's fine.
take it as there. Yeah.
Right. So that's her.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
now exhausted.
Right, if that's the case, the bear is gonna. The bear could just stand on that bridge. and wait for the next turn, but I really want to see what the bear can do in close combat. So,
I'm hoping you'd say that.
so my bear is going to try and get into close combat for round 4. So at the moment he's going to run right up to the centre of that bridge, because he can.
Ah!
He's now really tired though.
Yeah. Right. Do we do that? That'd be kind of awesome. It's at that point where you're going, that'd be awesome!
This is where it just turns out that the monks have just loaded the bridge up with dynamite.
Well, I'm just genuinely looking at this going, wouldn't it be cool if? And it's like, no, that'd be really stupid, but it'd be awesome.
You're
If it works, no, don't do
Are
that.
you trying to control the bear?
I'm trying to work out if I can throw him off the bridge. Yeah, I'm not going to struggle with that. I'm going to get 1. Yeah.
That bear's just got so many traits on him. Just got to look them all up.
Yeah, it does. The thing about this game I'm starting to realise is it's one of those games that you need to know your guys very well.
This model may not perform scenario actions. Ah, so the bear can't turn a statue round.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
you can
useless.
hold ground.
Yeah.
You can hold ground.
It's so disappointing that the bear can't just stand there and swat a statue to turn it around.
To be fair, maybe it does prey. It's hard to tell because all you hear is maybe that means something. Maybe it doesn't. Right, so I'm going to do Master Kari, and he is going to. Oh, that would be the wisest thing to do. Yeah, he's going to not do the wise thing. He's going to run into. He's going to walk to there, basically.
Basically, at a point where my guys definitely cannot reach him.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. In that case, I've only got one option, because it's the last guy left. Yoshinobu is just going to move 4 inches down to the edge of that.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't do that.
And he's just going to sort of prod it with his Tetsubo to see how deep the water is and if he could just walk through.
So we've got
instead of drowning.
2 activations, isn't that right, in the turn? It
Yeah.
must be 2, so this is my last activation.
Yeah. So the tokens are useful for keeping track of that. So once you've made 1 activation, make them tired.
Now, does she have Cloud Walk normally? I think she does. In which case? Yeah. Oh, and she does a run action, she gets Cloud Walk, and she
Okay.
can run.
For days.
So she's going to run to the river, into the river. And that'll...
I think is everyone.
That is everybody. So round 1, it's kind of quite interesting actually in some ways what we're seeing. So we'll see how this goes. But second round could be very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see how we're time. I'm going to say we'll pause it there and we will come back and do round 2 in a moment.